In part 6 of the 2024 Miami Hurricanes opponent preview series, I will preview the Cal Golden Bears, our opponent out in Berkeley, California on October 5th. Well, it's a new era for Cal football, ending a century in the Pac 12 with their 14th straight losing conference record. Now they'll have to adjust to competing in the ACC on the other side of the country during the era of NIL and the transfer portal. Now, Cal, known for their strong defense under coach Justin Wilcox, must find their groove again. With two talented quarterbacks and a standout running back in Jaden Knott, the offense has the potential to thrive as long as they limit turnovers. While they won't be facing as many NFL-bound quarterbacks as they did last season, staying competitive in the ACC will still be a tough task for a team that sometimes struggles to find their rhythm. Let's take a deeper dive into the Cal offense. They experienced a much-needed boost when sophomore Fernando Mendoza took the reins as quarterback in Week 6 last year. The team scored an impressive average of 41 points in Pac-12 games against Oregon State, USC, Washington State, and UCLA. Mendoza showcased his talent with 14 touchdown passes, but also faced the challenges of 10 interceptions and 4 lost fumbles. To add depth to the quarterback position, they brought in transfer Chandler Rogers, who had an outstanding performance of 3,382 yards and 29 touchdowns while at North Texas. The competition between Mendoza and Rogers intensified during spring ball. The Golden Bears will rely on new offensive coordinator Mike Beloch to develop an already improving offensive line, with Ott leading the charge in the running game after an impressive season in the Pac-12. Kadarius Callaway, a transfer from Old Dominion, provides depth behind Ott. Although they lost Jeremiah Hunter to Washington, the team has Tron Grizzell returning for his second season and added Notre Dame transfer Tobias Merriweather, along with 2 other new wide receivers. On the defensive side of the ball, the Golden Bears excelled in creating turnovers last season, leading the FBS with 28 takeaways. However, on the flip side of that, their defense struggled against the pass due to inconsistent pressure from the defensive line and subpar performances in the secondary. This resulted in a disappointing average of 32.8 points per game allowed, marking the team's worst defensive performance under Justin Wilcox. Defensive coordinator Peter Simon is optimistic about the potential of veteran outside linebackers David Reese and Xavier Carlton, while inside linebacker Cade Olave is expected to shine after an impressive debut season where he was named the Pac-12 Freshman Defensive Player of the Year, joining all-second-team Pac-12 safety Craig Woodson in the secondary are newcomers Marcus Harris and Jair Smith, both of whom displayed promise during spring practice. On special teams, Ryan Coe, with successful stints at FCS Delaware, Cincinnati, and North Carolina, set to become the new place kicker after making 48 out of 61 field goal attempts. Meanwhile, Lachlan Wilson will resume his role as the punter, averaging 44.5 yards last season and earning second-team all-conference recognition. When you look at Cal's schedule, the key game, of course, October 5th when we come to Berkeley. More on that in a moment. The rest of Cal's schedule in the ACC isn't too daunting, but a loss against the Canes, followed by a road game across the country at Pitt, could make this a crucial win. The series between the two teams is currently tied 2 games apiece. Cal may have wrapped up the season with more losses than wins, but finishing 6-7 marked the team's most successful campaign since 2019, and this year's squad looks even more promising. The previous season saw the team dominate the expected opponents with a standout 33-7 win over UCLA, while struggling against tougher competition. Despite falling short against SC, there was a chance to upset Auburn at home. This upcoming season is likely to follow a similar pattern. They'll secure victories against the anticipated opponents and then face tougher challenges against the better teams, although the schedule is more favorable. Well, they don't have to go to Washington, Oregon, or Utah anymore, but they will have to go to Auburn and go to Tallahassee, while the key factor to watch will be how visiting teams perform in Berkeley. Miami, North Carolina State, and Syracuse will have a long journey ahead. Cal is poised to secure one, possibly two victories against these opponents, setting the stage for the team's first winning season in 5 years. Some fun facts about Cal in 2023. The opponents gained 27 fumbles, losing 16. Cal gained 24 fumbles, losing 12. The punt return average for Cal's opponents was 13.7 yards. Cal's average only 2.9. Their opponents successfully converted fourth down 61% of the time, 23 of 38, while Cal had a 55% success rate, going 18 of 33. Now, I mentioned earlier regarding Cal's key game October 5th. Let's look at it from the Canes' perspective. Now, not many of our fans are giving Cal much credit. And opening the conference season at FSU for them won't make things any easier. However, they will have a week off before we come to Berkeley. The good part is we will have the extra day to prepare to go cross country. We cannot underestimate this team going into a bye week after this game. This team, it would be nice to go on the road into the bye, hopefully 6-0, no worse than 5-1. But when I look at Cal's schedule, I'm going to go 5-7 for them in 2024. In part 7 of the series, I will preview the Louisville Cardinals. And by the way, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit the subscribe button when a new video comes out. You'll know it's there. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video. If you want to donate, you could do that with Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. That's greatly appreciated. That's totally up to you. But hope you like the content, and I look forward to part 7 of the series.